All right, let's talk about how simple it is to actually find great setups on the Emini S&P 500. Yes, day trading, okay, looking for good supply and demand zones. That's the key to it. We got to be able to draw the zones correctly, you know, look for certain things to happen when price of the market gets back to that key area of zone. Rejection. What does rejection look like? You've got to be able to identify these things. What happens with most traders, I find out, is that they're marking every single supply and demand, or what looks to be every single zone on their charts, okay? If you're doing this, I promise you, you're not going to be successful. If you're doing this, which I know most of you probably are not going to raise your hand, but let me know, because it's good for you to be honest with yourself. If you are a person, maybe you're a new beginner trader, there's no shame. But please, drop a like, leave a comment, let the community, let me know if you are simply taking every single supply and demand area or zone that you think is supply and demand, because not every zone you may be drawing on your chart is actually a supply and demand zone. So leave a comment down below. Maybe you're confused. I like to hear from you individuals that may be in the process of wanting to truly really learn. You come across this channel, maybe you're the first time viewer, or maybe you are in our Discord community. You're still lost, you're still confused. The only way to be successful in life is to be honest and ask questions. Hiding behind the curtains, okay? I notice there's a lot of individuals that are part of the Discord community, and most of you guys speak up. But there are a lot of people who are on daily during the trading session, especially on the trading floor, or I should say, who are part of the community, and never say one single word. And it piques my interest, because I can't understand. If you're here in the community, speak up. Are you successful? Are you finding a means of being profitability? Are you consistent? Because if you're not, I like to hear from you, because I want to know what it is maybe that you're not seeing, okay? And the only way I'm going to be able to help individuals in responding back is, what are you struggling with, okay? I feel probably a lot of individuals are struggling with the pure concept or core concept of market structure, okay? That and price action, all right? Because when we talk about supply and demand, yes, it is a universal concept and it works regardless of the market. But one of the biggest things you have to do outside of just being a consistent a trader or want to be a trader, you have to be patient. All right, that means not jumping in and out of every trade. Most people get frustrated because they're marking every little zone. Okay, and then when it doesn't work for them, okay, several times, or they have a week of losing trades, it's because they're, for one, probably not being patient. For two, they may not have the zones marked correctly. All right. And three, they don't know the clear sign of rejection. So let me kind of go over today a trade that I took on the Emini S&P 500. It was a simple trade. Okay. All right. Just following this simple strategy that I express and show here multiple videos, guys. Okay. Again, supply and demand, and properly the best way to trade it. All right. But first, you have to be able to understand what took place. Okay. What's going on. All right. So, on the higher time frame, I talk about looking for higher time frame confluence. Okay. Meaning trading in the direction of the higher time frame. All right. Now, today on this trade here, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even take a look at my higher time frame. All right. And I'm saying that in a sense because if you're a beginner trader, please do not try to do this, okay? All right? Because you're probably not able to read the market correctly, all right? And maybe you are, okay? Maybe you are one of those genius-minded individuals that can learn this stuff overnight, all right? Pick up on it and start making money tomorrow, okay? There is, I'm sure, that percent of individuals, maybe 1% or less, that can become successful overnight, maybe. I don't know. I'm not you, But it took me some time, and I'm sure it takes most traders time to really figure things out, because money doesn't fall from the sky, okay? It doesn't just come easy. We have to put in time and practice to become masters at our own craft, right? But let me go over this simple little trade, and just if you learn this, okay, and understand the way that I actually trade, all right? I talk about it, like I said, in multiple videos. in this instance here, okay, I got a couple messages. People asked me, hey, can you cover and go in detail why you took that little scalp on the Emini S&P 500? Sure, let's talk about it. What I was noticing here on the lower time frame, we were making higher highs and higher lows. And I'm sure if I look at my higher time frame, 60 range, guys, over the last few days, we were making higher highs and higher lows. Okay. Matter of fact, let's take a look at it. Okay, because we were still bullish. And I knew that on the higher time frame. All right, bullish, meaning making higher highs and higher lows. All right. So I'm going back now to my entry chart. Most of you guys know what my entry chart is. I've been following the channel, 12 range. But it doesn't matter what style chart you trade with or on, whatever works, then make it work and stick with it, okay? But for me, just the range charts are cleaner to the eye to me. But when I see this type of activity, price making or the market making higher highs and higher lows, then I'm interested in going long, right? But take a look what happened here. I'm just going to show you. We changed the tide, okay? That means the market shifted its direction. On the lower time frame, it started breaking structure to the downside. We look into the left-hand side of the chart, and we see the market breaking structure. It broke structure here, 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 here. Well, it didn't quite break it here yet, though. Okay, we didn't break below this area here at 500. 500 is a round number. We're kind of bouncing or rejecting that area right now. But we broke it here, here, and here. We broke it at multiple areas, okay? So the market was making lower lows and lower highs, okay? All right? This is the point I want to bring. That market structure video that I posted, I don't know, maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, go look for it. It was the most recent video I was talking about in reference to market structure. Watch it, study it, practice, watch it, study it, practice, over and over and over and over again. You're only going to become great and become better if you continuously practice these things, okay? It's simple to me now because I've been doing this for a while. But it is really simple if you just stop trying to allow your mind to stand, or whatever it is standing in your way. You've got to allow yourself to see these things, okay? All I'm doing is following market structure, following the flow of the market, okay? The market is making lower lows and lower highs, all right? Into the overnight session, the Asia and then the London session, we had this swing to the downside, right? These areas right here, this is internal structure within this bigger swing. When the market early part of yesterday evening into the overnight session started making runs to the upside, pulling back, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, breaking into this area of structure right here, or the swing, taking out internal structure. I said to myself, okay, well, the market is taking out its first area of structure, internal structure, at 45.21, right? But this area of internal structure is within this swing right here, okay? And you got to be mindful, because really what you ultimately want to see is price taking out the top end right here at 45.30. That is internal structure. This is internal structure. Once price breaks above 45, say 41, that's a break of an area, major area of structure, because we have made a high. This is a leg to break higher, to break major area structure. All this in between, this is all internal structure within this leg. So allow yourself to see things as legs, okay? The market made a high, making lower lows and lower highs, turns back around. If it breaks structure, then we're breaking major structure to the upside, okay? But this small area right here is a break of internal structure within this swing right here, okay? Can you look for an opportunity to go long? Yes. You do not have to wait for the major structural break above this area here. If you are a new trader, I would say do that, okay? Because you are then going to see that the market's intention is going to want to make a new high, okay? Meaning the intention is going to want the market's going to want to continue making higher highs and higher lows. Once we break or take out major structures to the upside, say for example like this right here. Let me grab an arrow line. I just want to show you right quick. We broke structure to the upside here. What did we just do? We broke major structure, took out a high to make a new high, and the market may, let's bring this over here, okay? And then the market may want to, pull back to some key area. So let's do this right here, okay? I just want to show you right quick. I want to make this video too long, okay? Let's say that this is the major area structure right here, and as a new trader, I'm waiting for price or the market to break that area, and it starts to make this type of, price action activity. Does that, does this, does that, and then it's broken structure right here, right? Okay, so once it breaks structure right there, we've made a new high, right? So this is the area of major structure right here, all right? what I would want to see price do or the market do is pull back to some key area of demand, or it could be here, or it could be down here at the bottom, okay? But the market can pull back and reject any of these areas, okay? And primarily, we always want to look for the latter part or the lower part of a directional push higher where it made a new high at the breaking structure right here to take our trade. But it could pull back because these are internal areas of structure or internal swings that aided in the breaking structure above here. So if it pulls back to this key area right here, and this is an area of demand, aggressive buying, rejects it, then we want to go long. Market made a new high, it's pulled back, tested a key area of demand. Okay, again, it could be here, but we look for the pullback to key areas demand once the market makes a new high to take to break higher and possibly take out this area right here. Once it does, if it does that, then we broke structure right here again. Okay, and that's the ebbs and flows of the market, pushing and pulling, meaning pushing up, pulling back, pushing up, pulling back, pushing up, pulling back, breaking major area structure. Now, let's take this off of here because what I want to show you was that I didn't wait for the major area of structure to be broken, okay? And you don't have to, is what I'm trying to say, but you have to be careful. This is where a lot of traders get caught up because they're trying to trade within a leg. The market made a high. Its intentional movement is probably still trying to push higher and higher, but we don't always know that the market's going to continue pushing higher and take out this area here at the top, especially when it starts making lower lows and lower highs and breaking structure over here. So what I did, even though we're in this leg here, I'm looking for, just by being an experienced or seasoned trader, I see price breaking internal structure here or internal structure within this swing right here, okay? Makes a high, higher low, higher high. Once it's done this right here, okay, I can go for a long on a pullback, okay? At least back up to this area right here, okay? Because this area here is resistance. Why is it resistance right here, okay? Once the market pull back, I aim my trade right here, okay? Once the market pulls back, I'm aiming for this area right here. This is resistance. Why is this resistance? Because the market, when it moved originally right here, it pushed up, it bumped into resistance right here. So if the market's not willing to, prior to, didn't take out this area here, when it pushed up, pulled back, pushed higher, couldn't take out resistance here in this area right here, but pulls back and we have a demand zone right here, I still have an opportunity to go long, okay? Even though, again, the market hasn't broke higher and taken out major area structure. It's taken out some internal structure on the movement, making higher highs and higher lows, back to the upside, and you can still look for an opportunity to go long. Now, the key thing to take away from here is that wait for the market to pull back to a solid demand area, okay? After it's broken internal structure to the upside and proven that there could be an opportunity to even take a scalp going long, okay? Because it did. It's broken structure to the upside, okay? High, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, bumped up against resistance, couldn't take this area out, couldn't make a new high above this area, taking out this area structure here, but still, because it took out an internal structure and pulled back to a key area demand, I still have opportunity as long as I got area to trade with them back up to this high right here, okay? So I got in, I posted it on the Discord this morning. So the trade that I took is on the Discord for those that are current members. If you're not a current member, please go over or look down in the description portion of the video and find the link for the Discord. It's right below in the description portion of the video, and invite yourself in. It's free. I got in, I think it was right around this area here, right around 18 or 18 and a half, and I took it back up to, I think it was right around, it was a 3-point scalp, 3.25 point scalp, just for a scalp on the ES, okay? Multiple contracts, you could do very well just trading those three points right there, okay? So, but what I want you to take away from this video here is looking for a clear sign of rejection, okay? When the market tapped back into the demand zone here, okay, what I saw was it pulled deep into the zone with this bearish red candle to the downside, right? Followed up with this, well, it's a bullish candle, but we have no wicks on both ends of it, right? Okay, so once it broke above or started to show some bullish momentum to the upside, typically what I always talk about is what? Look for the break of a candle in the opposite direction, meaning that you want to see that candle close above the last down bearish candle, close above it, that green candle close above it to go long. But you want to see bullish momentum. This candle here, it shows me some interest at this bullish momentum. But the thing about it is what I was really looking for was, okay, once the next candle that took out this last red down candle and closed above, I'm into it. Why? Because this is a bullish candle showing lots of momentum with most of the body, resting above the wick. Okay, so that little wick there and the rest of the body showing bullish momentum, I'm into the trade. Okay, now I have to size up the area where I need to get out the trade at, and I know that in looking at this, that the market prior to was bumping up against resistance here and then take that area out. So I knew if I got into this trade, that I'm only going to be able to take it possibly back up to this area here at 42.5 before it rejects. Okay, all right, because it's going to more than likely, because this is resistance right here. All right, so it pulled back, tap into demand. I look for the break of the candle in the opposite direction or the close of it. But I'm noticing and studying the candles itself too to see, are we getting bullish momentum candles, okay, with their close to the upside, the body of them closing to the upside, for me to be able to get into a trade going long. I got into it, took a 3.25 point trade, and that was all she said, okay? It's as simple as that, all right? But the biggest thing I want you to take away from is you must understand market structure. I always talk about that. And be patient and wait. You cannot take every demand and supply setup, okay? Because there may not be high probability setup or zones, all right? Now, for those that send me DMs, I have no problem with you asking the question about, is this a good zone or good, area? But at some point, you're going to have to be able to spot these things yourself. You can't, lean on me to hold your hand, okay? At some point, you're going to have to study the charts yourself, put in the time, do the homework, and find good solid zones for yourself. And the only way you're going to be great at doing so, all right, is simply going back testing, and then getting the live experience of trading good zones, okay? That's the only way you're going to be able to really determine what's a good zone, what's not a good zone, okay? But I show you in my videos all the time, even in my live recorded sessions where I'm trading. You can see me trading where I make those videos. Look, you see me, the zones I mark, and I talk about them. So look for the same similar type zones. Now, this was a beautiful opportunity to take this long because I followed what was happening here in market structure. I followed what happened here. I saw that we were edging our way, making in a small channel back to the upside, just to show you right quick. Higher highs, higher lows. Took out a small area of internal structure right here, okay? Broke higher, took out structure here, okay? Broke higher, took out structure right here. So we are breaking structure to the upside and breaking through structure, internal structure right here. Pull back to a key area demand, take a shot going long. Simple as that. I don't know how I don't like to say teach because I'm not a teacher, but I don't know how to stress it and show it enough in detail. I've been doing that for months, guys, and I have no problem continuing to do so, okay? But I just want you guys to be able to grasp this so you can, start to, make money, regardless if you're trying to aim for these prop firm accounts out here and passive evaluations. That's up to you, or trade with your own money live, okay? But either way, I'm going to jump off here. Find the link if you're interested in joining the Discord down in the description portion of the video. But also, become a subscriber to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications. And last but not least, drop a like on the video, okay? All right? Outside of that, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I hope that you have a safe and successful trading day today. Those that have traded or did trade, I'm going to jump off here, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care.